is probably the same. I want to talk to you quite a bit about that. I still think in today's day and age, now I don't know how this, and you can explain it to me if you'd like, Doc, how this Affordable Care Act is affecting you or has affected you or anything. I'm sure you've tried to do as much. Are you just as lost as everybody else being a doctor?
Yes. Can't you see it on my face?
Wow. Wow.
It's going to, I mean, it's bad now, but it's going to be even worse. So, it's basically is going to be up to us to come up with ideas and be a lot more creative with the patient needs and satisfying their dental health. So,
whoa, what is that all about?
I don't know. Mike doesn't like me.
Oh, we had some feedback there. I don't know if you got what? You got a hot monitor on? Are you studying over there, Doc? Are you doing any type of scientific things on the microphones or anything? I've never had that sound before here inside the studio. I don't know what that's all about. Let me just see here. Is that talking to that mic, Doc?
Hello.
Oh,
yeah.
That was the craziest thing ever. Still weird. Huh. I'm getting bamboozled.
See, even the mic doesn't like dental insurance.
I still think it might be the number one fear of people if we have to go down and take a poll of it. I'm sure that it's come a long way. I mean, the dental industry in general has done everything it could possibly do to make it a little bit more comfortable for someone to want to go to the dentist. I mean, that's everybody knows about that. But I'll tell you, I had bad experience when I was a kid because we used to go to these clinics that had 9, 10, 15 doctors on a floor. It was like a ward. And you'd go into it, and they're just people screaming and yelling all over, and you'd have to sit down. You're 7 years old going, you think I want to do this? And that's the way they set them up back then. Now, I mean, look, you've got music, you have headphones, all sorts of stuff. I don't go as often as I should. I'm still proud of the fact that I just turned 50. I only have 2 fillings. That's still pretty good at my age, you know.
That's really
I'm sure if I let you probe, you'll find them, but I'm not letting you go there. But what I wanted to talk to you first of all is a couple of websites. I mean, do you have your own, or do we need to go to the TaraCommonsDental.com? Is that?
No, I have my own.
Okay.
Yeah, it's www.TaraCommonsDental.com.
All right, that's the one. Okay,
yeah.
Great, fantastic.
Yep. But that's mine.
Okay, good. And that's where you can find out about Dr. Slava as well. You do all sorts of dentistry there, general treatments, cosmetic dentistry,
yep.
and prevention and gum care. But one of the biggest things that I think I want to talk to you about today is this insurance program you have.
Yep.
You can start right from...
It's not insurance, first of all. It's, okay.
It's a dental plan.
Right, it is a dental plan, because through my 13 years of experience, me and probably a lot of the dentists felt like we are in the middle. We are being dictated by the dental insurance. And the sad part is the people that dictate and approve our claims
keep talking
are actually dentists. So I had so many times that I had to try to convince those dentists that work for dental insurances not to do, unneeded procedures, but they have to do certain things the way they want to do it so they can approve it. And I'm tired of not approving claims and not, paying the claims because I don't think it was work unnecessary.
Much better, thank you.
So, we created the Illumisure. Illumisure is basically removed the dental insurance between us and the patients. So basically the patient is in control whenever they want to spend the money on their teeth, and as long as I recommend the treatment, basically. So it is a payment system that is in the office. The patient signs on for it.
I got to find out what that is.
Okay.
Keep talking.
And they sign on it. I recommend treatment. They start doing treatment. They can use it whenever they want, however they want. They can stop it. There's no max on it. There's no interest. There's no stopping them from doing cosmetic dentistry or having a better smile. There's no dental insurance as a middleman to stop us from getting them the best health for their mouth, basically.
Uh-huh. And you've got plans that start just about at $25 a month.
It's less than a cup of coffee a day.
Oh. And if you go to the website, and that's www.
Now keep in mind, 40% of the American population does not have dental insurance.
Yeah, I would believe that.
Does not have dental insurance. It's just going to get worse with the health care that's going to start 2015. So, there's no reason that the only two people that should be involved about their finances that is applied to the dental health is the dentist and the patient. That's it. And we need to start some kind of a movement to get rid of these dental insurances, because it's incredible how much money they make a year, the bonuses they get at the end of the year by not paying the claims for patients' crowns or filling or even fluoride for kids. Now they're stopping fluoride. They're stopping sealant, which is all preventative. It's insane. They put a cutoff ages that's younger and younger every single year. I had a patient that I prepped for a crown one day, and she came in to get the crown delivered. They changed her plan within 2 weeks, and they didn't even tell her. So she lost the benefit.
Oh.
So she has to cough up $1,100 out of pocket. Who has $1,100 just sitting on the side?
For a tooth.
For a tooth.
Not me.
Nobody
All right,
does.
first of all.
Don't get me started. I could go on for hours.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Slava Abdelriem is in the studio this morning, and her practice is located right over here on Spitbrook Road. They're open Monday through Friday. www.taracommonsdental.com. T-A-R-A commonsdental.com. Well, I think that with that, and this is a great idea from you, you can eliminate all of that stuff that may or may not happen by getting involved in the Illumisure.
Yes.
Is this part of the Affordable Care Act? Is not going to be mandatory dental, is it?
No. It's by choice. It's something that I offer when you come.
No, I mean just from what's supposed to be enacted by 2015. The dental's not included.
No,
just the health.
No.
I understand that.
No.
Because after all, it's it's mostly of a cosmetic, unless you have an infection or something like that there, and it's crazy. But at the same token, I think what we want to do is people need to know that teeth are important. First and foremost, and preventative maintenance can eliminate a lot of problems in the future. And the most important thing is to find a doctor that you're comfortable with, especially if you're coming to bring the children.
Yes.
Even a child, for some reason, without having ever been to the dentist, is scared to go anyway. Where does that come from? What did you guys do 4,000 years ago?
Well, to be honest with you, is from talking to the older generation, what happened was the parents back then just trusted the dentist and the doctor like they were gods, basically. Whatever they say, it goes. And they dropped their kids and they left, or they sat outside. So it was the child and the dentist. Whatever the dentist said just went. I had a patient that he said that I don't understand why I never got Novocaine. And one day he asked
Oh,
me,
my.
Yeah, and one day I asked my mom, and his mom said that, well, when I went to the dentist, he said it's going to be an extra charge for Novocaine. So every time she took him to the dentist for a filling, she would be yelling at him, do not ask for Novocaine. I don't have the money for it. So it was big time finances. Now, if you go into any courses or public speaking about dental economics and marketing, the two reasons that keeps the patient away from dentists is fear and money. Because our reputation from way back when it's expensive for every little thing you
and
have
it hurts.
Treatment, and it hurts. So it's fear and money. These are the two things. And the patient that don't show up to their appointments, if you break it down for the reason why they don't show up, is I'm scared, Dr. Slava, or to be honest with you, I don't have the money. These are the two most common reasons. So if we eliminate these two, if we make the patient really comfortable and make the patient in control of their finances about their dentistry, they will come. And it works. It does work. But it's going to be, this is just the beginning. So it's going to be a lot of time before we turn over, reprogram these bands. Luckily, the new generation have a lot easier time. We have a lot of preventative, fluoride and sealant. So it's funny when you see the 6 and 10 years old coming through, they really either have load of cavities or they have no cavities. There's no in between. So, because there's a lot of preventative. But in this day and age, I think dentistry should be more for infections or trauma or surgery. We should not be still drilling decay out. There's so much preventative.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, don't get me started with the food industry. It feeds into that, and the diets are horrible, and we spend a lot of time talking to the patient about diet and preventative. And I tell the patient, I said, I appreciate your business, but I should not be sitting next to you for 2 hours digging out decay, where you can prevent it by every day brushing and flossing. And I'm not saying don't indulge, don't eat candy, and we're talking right after Halloween, but brush your teeth. You have no idea the stuff that we see. It's just laziness, to be honest with you. I should not be still drilling decay. Like
2013,
2013, with all the preventative, material and methods that we have.
But even though you are still doing that, you can't say that we haven't gotten better.
No, we haven't.
We haven't?
No.
Come on.
Now, we gotten better. That there's no in between. There's the extreme, either absolutely no decay or just. I made
feast or famine.
This is a fact. I made in my residency. I was did my residency in St. Joe's in Reading, Pennsylvania. I did a partial denture on a 15-year-old. That's the youngest I ever done a partial denture. And when she
come on now, what's going on with the parents there? I mean, come on, they're just 15 years old. I mean, you still got to remind them to brush their teeth.
No money.
You should.
You get decayed. Pull it. She's 50. She was 14. Yeah. She has no say. She has no authority, and they don't have the money. So they pulled it. They came to the hospital, and I said, I thought she was born with missing teeth. I didn't know. No, they pulled the front 4 teeth because they were horribly decayed.
What a shame.
She's a girl. Yeah, she was crying in the chair, but that's the youngest I've done. I've done it on a 26-year-old. I've done full denture, upper and lower, on 30-year-olds, males.
Yeah.
Everything has to go. And I'm a very conservative dentist, by the way. I have nothing against amalgam. And I don't have to remove every silver filling like other dentists recommend, because I get patients in the office all the time. So-and-so give me a quote for thousands of dollars. They want to remove every single amalgam. There's nothing wrong with amalgam. And I wish we can still use it because it's a great material.
Amalgam?
Silver fillings, yeah.
How long ago did they do those? Let me reintroduce you first of all. From Greenwood Dental at Tara Commons, www.taracommonsdental.com. That's who's on with us this morning, and it's Dr. Slava Abdelrahim.
I'm known with Dr. Slava. If you say my last name, Dr. Slava.
Dr. Slava. But there's new people here that haven't. Now, for those of us that had fillings in the late 60s and early 70s, some of us were told that there was mercury in those.
The mercury, actually, the practitioners were now every single state ask us not to use the silver filling or the amalgam filling, because number one, the state has to dispose of it, the leftover, which is environmental hazardous material, because the state, an official has to come to the dental office and you got to collect it in a bucket and they have to take it and get rid of it somehow. They don't want to do that anymore, so they tell us not to use amalgam. The second thing is the exposure of active mercury is when we, the dentist and the dental assistant, are mixing the amalgam and plugging it in the tooth. The moment that sets, which is almost immediately, you guys are not at harm. We are exposed at the active stage of that mercury in the amalgam filling. That's
Can we verify that with the scientist? Is that?
That's true.
Okay, thank you. I just want to. Hey, listen, we've got a scientist in the studio too. We have. I just want to.
Yeah. But probably a lot of people don't know that enamel is the hardest substance in your body. It's harder than bone.
Oh, it's amazing. Your teeth are amazing. They really are amazing. I know that, once in a while, which still aggravates me today, it doesn't happen that often, but if I bite my tongue,
oh, yeah.
You don't realize how hard your jaw shuts down on something until you bite your tongue.
Forget about biting your tongue. Did you ever had your finger between the two little teeth of a 3-year-old?
No, I haven't.
Okay, don't, because they can cut through skin. They are razor sharp.
Well, at that age, yeah.
Well, it's brand new enamel, but they're small teeth. So can you imagine an adult tooth? What much harm?
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, to me, teeth are great, and as long as they're working well, and I have to admit, I'm one of those people too that if I can't function, I'm going to the dentist. I just it's very difficult. Maybe because of when I was young, I did have trauma. Although I've been in this for 13 years, I spoke to a lot of them. I've gone and seen them. They've been very nice, and I've never had a bad experience. I can say that. But it is
getting better and better.
It's just that just that something in the head is like, you know what? Do I have to go? Do I want to go? I don't want to go. 112 Spitbrook Road. More information on the website. And the amount of time we have, I cannot even get to all of it about the Illumisure. What do you mean, Ush? Now you're all fired up. You just got started. Didn't hear about 10 minutes ago. You're ready to take it.
When you wake up and then it's that early.
You're ready to go to sleep. But you can. You've got plenty of time to talk. You know what needs to be talked about, though, is the plans and the pricing for the Illumisure, how it works. There's no deductibles, no yearly maximum benefits. This is exclusively with you now.
Yes.
All right, why don't you go? Tell me how it works. What do I?
So,
I want to get started.
Okay, so you come in the office and you say, okay, I don't have dental insurance, blah blah blah, and we said, okay, we have the Inside Finance, and you sign on. You can sign on the website.
Does it work better than the government's?
Yeah, you're in
website.
control. I mean, there's
the website.
Oh, the website, absolutely. Yeah,
you're not going to crash it while you're talking to the House Ways and Means Committee, do you? Live in front of TV and everybody?
No, are you kidding me? I have.
Do you know that
TV
October 1st, when the Affordable Care Act was unveiled, after about 8 months of the best, nobody can advertise better than the government, they had 6 signups. That's called fail. Okay, when you have that much advertising behind you, 6 on October 1. And they had been hit over 20 million times. The second day, they only had 262. That is bad. Anyway, we can do this all through your website.
Yes.
Okay, because right on the right-hand side of TaraCommonsDental.com, you can click right on. That's where I am right now.
Yes. You can submit your medical history through an email. You can submit your x-rays through email. You can submit Illumisure through the website. So you sign up for Illumisure depending if you're a child or if you're an adult, or what we call a perio maintenance, which is a patient had a history, periodontal disease, gum disease, bone infection, and they need to come every 3-4 months so we can keep an eye on things. So these people have to come a little bit more often. So there's, like I said, less than a cup of coffee a day. I mean, it's nothing. And you pay, basically, we run the credit card every single month, so it's monthly payments, $27, $37, whatever the prices are on the website, and then you get, for that price, you get the x-rays, you get 2 cleanings a year, you get 2 exams a year by a doctor, and everything else, whether you want to do Invisalign, bleaching, crowns, fillings, you get 15% off that work, no discussion, 15% right off. You can do it whenever you want, however you want. Obviously you can do payments too through us. So it just, like I said, you're in control. So I recommend the treatment. You tell me when you want to do it, and it's paid for through Illumisure.
Okay, so, and let me tell you, it's very easy to navigate around here.
Yeah.
Plans and pricing. There's an adult healthy care membership, 13 and older. There's the adult, which you were just talking about, the perio care membership.
Yes.
And then there's the child health care membership, which is 12 and younger.
Right.
Do you, as a dentist, a professional dentist, still recommend, which I was listening to since I was a child, about 2 cleanings a year? Is that still... Do we still do these things?
Well, it's...
I mean, come on. Oil we get now. You can go 8,000 miles on oil. Come on. I mean, things have changed.
I won't lie to you if I would say that I looked at patients' mouth so many times and told them, you know what, you don't need me more than once a year.
Okay, there are some. Is that the
absolutely.
rule of thumb or no?
No.
That's me.
Rule.
I fit in there. I know that already.
My rule. You don't need to come and see me every 6 months. If you want, then that's fine. We would love to see you every 6 months. We can talk about anything else. But there's some patient, they're rare. That's like especially in the Nashua area. But you don't.
What is it? The food? What is it? The water in Nashua?
It's not. It just, life is hectic, and people are not. They eat a lot of fast food and soft drinks, and they don't have time to sit down and cook a meal. It's fast. It's busy.
Oh, times have changed.
Yeah. So the $27 per month, the adult health, and $51 per month for the perio patient, and then $25 months for a child. And like I said, it's you get 2 cleanings a year, 2 exams a year, x-rays, include emergency visits, and everything else, which is like a recommended dental treatment, you get 15% off. So you're in control. There's one sign-up fee, which is $50, and we waived that actually in October, and we might run that for Christmas too. So,
well, it is November.
Yeah. So
why don't we waive it for the month? I mean, let's just say happy Thanksgiving. Hey, in honor of the Red Sox World Series championship, we're waiving the activation fee.
Just for November.
Okay, there you go. It's official. Well, that's great. So $27 a month, and professional dental cleanings, 2 per year, are included in that. Now, when you say you save this much money, is that off of what might be considered a dental plan somewhere else, or is it? It is?
Yeah. Yeah. So I have.
How about family plans? I mean, that's the only thing that's missing, because if I'm an adult, the two adults, and I've got 3 kids. We're looking at $400 a month, maybe.
We're actually working on that to launch it in January.
Yeah, because this way would incorporate the whole family.
Yeah, right now we just did individual, so we can see what the feedback is, see what we need to change.
When did you unroll this?
I'm sorry?
When did you unroll this? When did you start this?
We started September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that took a lot of must have been the work of a scientist.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes,
I think he was. I think he.
A lot of late nights.
He's got. Look at his teeth. Are you kidding me?
I did these.
My goodness gracious, they're unbelievable.
Yeah, I made these. Those are mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one of the fringe benefits of getting involved with a dentist, huh? Maybe I'll take your advice. I mean, Well, look, I would love to get you back on again. I mean, with these types of things, with anything, you got to promote the heck out of them, because, again, no one's going to be running over to the dentist this morning. I mean, it's just, they got to go get their World Series hat.
And we're
my tooth could be falling out of my head. I got to get that hat.
Well, the nice thing about our location, we're right next to Southern New Hampshire Urgent Care and Pediatrics, which is, again, a new location for them on Spitbrook Road. So it's not like we're kind of an office that by appointment only, or we only do cosmetic. We take walk-ins. We do geriatrics from the Huntington community. We serve all the schools. We have the firefighters next door to us, too. We have the Oracle and all these businesses.
There's a one-stop health center over there.
Exactly. We talk walk-ins, emergencies. I mean, you just come in, and then it's a pretty cool place. We have, like, Apple TV in every single chair. We have nitrous in every single chair.
I'm going.
Yes.
I want to try that.
Yes.
Listen, Doc, I got to go. I'm up against the clock. 809-4541, 809-4541. And reach out to Dr. Slava and go on over to Spitbrook Road. And you can find out more information on that, what we were just talking about, at www.taracommonsdental.com. I got to take a quick break. I am George. Be right back.
Infinity of Nashua is located in Nashua, New Hampshire, and they treat the needs of individual customers